Hello class, in this video I'll be introducing odds. Let's begin. Odds are an alternative method of expressing probability. They are not the probability of an event occurring. And there are two types of odds. There are odds in favor of an event occurring, and there are odds against an event occurring. Odds can be written as a fraction or as a ratio. So here are the odds in favor. The odds in favor of an event E are defined as the following. It's the probability of E divided by the probability of the complement of E, provided that the probability of the complement of E is not 0. The odds against an event E occurring is the reciprocal of the odds in favor, and it's defined as the probability of the complement of E divided by the probability of E, where the probability of E does not equal 0. All right, so let's take a look at an example. In the role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons, a 20-sided die with the numbers 1 through 20 is rolled to determine if a player character can successfully hit an enemy. To hit the Skeleton Lord, a player has to roll at least a 13. What are the odds in favor of rolling at least a 13? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let E be the event, roll at least a 13. So that will be a 13 or more. That means E's complement would be do not roll at least a 13. So what is the probability of rolling at least a 13, which would be the probability of E? Well, there are 8 numbers on a 20-sided die that are at least 13, and there are 20 total options when you're rolling a 20-sided die. The probability of not rolling at least a 13 will be 1 minus 8 divided by 20, which will be 12/20. So the odds in favor are the probability of E divided by the probability of the complement of E, which is the following. So we can either write the odds as a fraction, so the odds are 2/3, or you can write the odds as a ratio. We can write it as 2:3. Okay, next example. Using the same 20-sided die, a player rolls to determine if they can successfully jump across a pit. To make the jump, they have to roll a 9 or higher. What are the odds against jumping across the pit? Okay, so in this example, I'm going to let E be the event, roll a 9 or higher. So in that case, the player will jump over the pit, which means E's complement would be do not roll a 9 or higher, in which case the player will not jump over the pit. All right, so what is the probability that the player rolls a 9 or higher? Well, that will be 12 out of 20. The probability the player does not roll a 9 or higher will be 1 minus 12 over 20, which will be 8/20. So the odds against are the following. Probability of E's complement divided by the probability of E, which in this case, it will be actually the same as the previous problem here. Look at that. So you can write the odds as 2/3, or you can write the odds as 2:3. And we are done.